Hi, good morning. We are talking today about advanced directives. My name is Nalini Mahadevan. I'm an attorney here in Clayton, Missouri, and I we have an office. Our office is called MLO Law LLC. I'm supported by Jamie, who is our office manager, Mark Moore, who's an attorney in our law firm, and two other paralegals who are at our location here. We practice immigration, estate planning, and elder law. And today I'm talking about advanced directives. Now, advanced directives are it's also called living will. And when we are young and full of vim and vigor, when we sign that advanced directive, it doesn't seem very real. So it's like, okay, at the end of my life, I don't want anything done to me. I don't want ventilator to be put on a ventilator, no force feeding, no tubes running through me. No, nothing that's going to, no, do not resuscitate me in case I go into cardiac arrest. All that seems very, very good suggestions until it actually happens. And today we're going to talk about what happens when it actually happens. So, kind of a morbid subject, but something we all need to be aware of. So, I was talking with Jamie, and that's how this whole subject came about what happens when we go into the hospital. So, one day one of my friends was going in for a hysterectomy, and she called me up frantically and said, "Hey, I don't have my power of attorney. They won't allow my husband to make any decisions for me unless I have that." So, we were able to email over the power of attorney and the attending documents. Now, if you've gone to an estate planning attorney or an elder law attorney, you get a set of documents which is actually in three parts, especially for the healthcare power of attorney. So the first part is called a healthcare power of attorney, and you're naming people to act on your behalf. Those are called agents in Missouri. The second part is a HIPAA release, in which you say, everything that's in my medical files, under all federal and state laws, can be disclosed to my agents who are acting on my behalf. And the third part is popularly known as a living will, which is also called the advance directive, which is really only takes place when you are passing away, when you're at the end of your life, and somebody needs to make decisions to quote unquote pull the plug on you. So I want to talk about the third part, but I also want to talk about when you go to the hospital. Please take all three parts of your healthcare power of attorney together, because if you only have a living will, it doesn't say who can act on your behalf and who can sign off as having the capacity to act for you as an agent. So hospitals are often have people come in without advanced directives, or they have an advanced directive but nobody's named as to who can make decisions using those advanced directives. So some of our pointers for you today are, first of all, please name one or two people who can act in addition to your better half, spouse, partner, and children. Make sure that somebody is younger than you and in good health. Just don't name them. Talk to them about it. Because think about it, okay? You are in an end of life stage. You have no longer have the capacity, or you can't even open your voice or open your eyes to say, please do this for me. If you can do that, then everything we're talking about today is, we don't have to talk about it. But the fact is, at that time, you're not able to talk about it. Somebody else is making the decision. So make it easier on the person who's making the decision for you. Talk to them about it. Have a family conversation about what needs to be done. Because very often, when you come to that end of life, the people who are making decisions for you have at that point of making that decision, it's so hard. I remember, my cat. I had to put my cat down. My cat had lived with me for 19 years. Her name was Oreo. We all loved her. When I had to put her down, my kids came, both of them were living out of town. They flew into town. We went to the vet. Holding her in my arms and putting her to sleep was the hardest decision for me to make. And she was a cat. Imagine making that decision for your parents, your siblings, your children, your other loved ones, your spouses, your partners. I'm sure it is 10 times as hard as that. So my first lesson is take all the documents together, all three documents together, the advance directive, the power of attorney agent naming, that's your durable power of attorneys, and the HIPAA release. Take all three documents together, that's number one. Two, have a family meeting so that everybody's misgivings and ethics are addressed. Because what happens if we don't do any of these things? Let's talk about that. First of all, the end is prolonged beyond what needs to be done. Secondly, lots and lots of heartache, headache, family distress, caregiver distress, medical providers are in distress. If the family, as I said, was in distress, the agents are in distress. So then the other thing is lots of money spent on unnecessary care. I mean, resuscitating a person's ribs get cracked if they're older. The effect of the care can be worse. Now think about if the partners are not married to each other and they are not named on the documents, they can't even act for each other. So please take all these lessons to heart and do come in for a consultation, if not to us, to somebody else, whomever your attorney is. Let me give you our law firm details. We are on Carondelet Avenue. Our phone number is 932-7111, area code 314. If you call that number, Jamie will pick up the phone and set you up. Have a very blessed day. Thank you.